Bruh, bruh, bruh. Hey there, everybody. So I just wanted to make a quick thing. Let's make a quick thing. Um, so yeah, it was fun. You got to start out in my VSTC environment, where I do my video editing. I'm having to attack this one a second time because I didn't like how it went the first time. Because I actually, care about video quality now. Thanks, y'all. Y'all made me do that. I used to just chuck videos out there. Like, if you go back and watch them early ones, oh boy, oh boy, yeah, not always the best, not always with the quality. Anyway, I'm trying to do well now, but like, I will tell you the truth. I don't know if I sound fine. I think I sound fine to myself. I am not fine. I am not doing well. Uh, I have a stabbing pain in my side that will not go away, and no matter what I take, and I have a fever out of nowhere. Uh, yeah, so I'm gonna need to go see the doctor tomorrow, and I know that anyway, I have missed some video uploads of late. I know that. I've been, but y'all did, and thank you for saying it. But like those of you who did, who were like, no, take care of you. Like you can't have a channel if you're not taking care of yourself. So I do have to take care of myself, and there's been some taking care of me stuff that I've had to do. I mean, like not to get too weirdly, like this is the kind of information I don't always love throwing around, but like just because I try to have a channel that is specifically about gaming and try not to, I'll veer off into other interests and whatnot. One of the things that I get weirdly obsessive about things, which, like this channel, which is why it is good that so many of y'all were like, nope, take care of you, be good, be healthy, be all right. And now it's like my physical health is not doing super great. Ow, that hurt. I like laughed a little bit and it hurt my side. I can't laugh or cough or sit in very many positions. I'm really craning my neck to hit this microphone. So hopefully it sounds okay. Um anyway, but yeah, so it's my physical health now, it's been my mental health, like uh yeah, my team did not do well in this last election, and I say my team, but like I don't have any faith in those knuckleheads. Come on, are you kidding? Uh, they're just the closest thing that represents how I feel, and even then, they're just terrible, terrible at it. They mean well, but they're awful. Like ugh. Just pray you never have your fate in their hands because they will not come up big when the chips are down. That is not their nature. They will come up small every time. They will buckle under pressure. They will fold when they need to stand firm. It is just their nature. And they can't come together when it matters. It's like freaking herding cats. Yeah, so it's terrible. It's terrible that that's my choice. And also like think about this because this drives me crazy. Um, our choices that we always have to have are between people who think they are qualified for the job. Who's qualified for that job? Nobody. Like nobody. And we've seen some pretty impressive resume people hold that job. And in my lifetime, they've all been mid at best, like on both sides. Mid is the high mark. Anyway, yeah. Now I'm talking about him. And that's the fun part is that I could say I'm talking about him. You could think it was anyone because all dudes, first of all, mostly white dudes. Second of all, uh, yeah, we're not great at diversity. Every other country on earth is like, look, we have Jacinda Ardern. Ooh, we had Angela Merkel for 20 years. Anyway, the United States is like, I don't know if a girl can do the job. Meanwhile, like, yeah, anyway, Germany wishes they had Angela Merkel right now. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying there. I do miss that woman. She was a steady hand. Whether or not you stood with her on everything, she was a steady hand on the keel of an entire continent's worth of politics, in addition to her own country. Anyway, regardless, remarkable woman. Wish we had someone like that, but we do not. And we did not. That wasn't even in the running. That was not a choice that we were offered. We were not like, hey, how would you like someone who is actually qualified for this job? Um, instead of like, hey, here's the person whose presidential campaign folded early because not enough people liked her in the early running. We're going to put her out there and see if she can do it because our other option is a man who might die any second now. Like, God. Like, we did this to ourselves. We did this to ourselves. Anyway, I should not get political, but I want you to know that, like, yes, that has been part of it, that I've been sad that I've had to, like, readjust some of my thinking. Not in terms of, like, because nobody adjusts which team they're on. I mean, come on, red shirts or blue shirts, come on, everybody knows it. But like, we are so divisive, and things have gotten so bad with how much we see each other as the enemy, as the other, and like, we are fellow citizens of what is supposed to be a united nation. And if we haven't learned from the last time that we let ourselves fall apart into disunion, oh, I hope we don't have to learn it again. I really do. Anyway, but like, I hope all of y'all are good. I've been sad. I've been having a lot of feelings. If you, by the way, know this: if you are a person who is on the other side from me politically, uh, cool. So are a lot of people that I love and care about. So yeah, you're getting no beef from me. Like, I'm not here to tell you like, oh, why don't you put on this armband, you big old armband wearer? Nah, I'm not here to do, unless you are an armband wearer, in which case we don't take kindly to armband wearers around these parts. We don't. It's true. Sashes, absolutely. Tiaras, 1000%. Armbands, no. Strictly not. Anyway, I'm getting a bit silly, but yeah, I'm just telling you that, like, things have not been coming out as frequently as I would like, just because I have not been my best self mentally and now physically. And I hope to do better. I hope to get out more content soon. But like, if it doesn't, oh no! Who killed the chicken? The cave chicken who lived in the cave bravely, the bravest of all chickens. Ugh. As if things weren't bad enough. I have to think about the death of my cave chicken. I raised him from a pup, you know. Anyway, but people, I appreciate all of y'all, for real, and I appreciate the support that I get, and just know that, like, I have really enjoyed having this not be a toxic place. Like, it doesn't matter to me whether or not I ever hit big numbers, because some people are like, I don't know, the big numbers, and I'm like, I don't know if YouTube wants a guy like me to have big numbers. I don't know if that's in the cards. But what I will say is that having a community that is non-toxic, where people are just, they are here for a common interest, and that's why you're not going to get a whole bunch of videos that are like, oh, and by the way, political rant. That's not. I've spent too much time and energy on that stuff, and it's just made me miserable. You know, I'm sitting around thinking about people who don't know me and don't really care about me the way they govern. So like, maybe it's time for me to take care of myself and not worry so much about whether or not anybody is ever going to represent me, because they won't. They won't. I'm not rich. If I were rich, they would represent me, but I am not. Therefore, I cannot pay them to care which is the only way to make them care. We all know this. We all know this. Anyway, I know that that's very cynical, but it's also unfortunately true. Um, and yeah, on that cynical note, guys, hey, over here, did you hear about Steve? Did y'all, ladies, hey, bring it in, bring it in. Did you hear about Steve, the bravest of all, y'all? Yeah, he he's no longer with us. Sad to say. Hey, Steve would have wanted you to carry on. That's what Steve wanted. Okay? Don't you go falling apart on me. Hey, you look at me when I'm talking to you. Come on. Ugh, she's too hurt. She's too hurt. Oh, you heard about it? Okay. I guess I don't need to. Yeah, Steve. I mean, I can't believe it either. Anyway, I can't eat Steve. And we commend his body to the fiery depths below. May his spirit know peace in the afterlife. Anyway, and so may we all, but may we not have to wait till any sort of afterlife. Uh, yeah, that's just me personally. Not a big fan of afterlife. We'll talk about it some other time. I've got my own ways of thinking. And yeah, I'm not going to inflict them all upon you in what is supposed to be a short video about how, like, I'm in pain. That's why I'm not going to make a video this week. Boo, boo, boo. And then I just made a video that would arguably have been longer than the video I would have made otherwise. But the video I would have made otherwise would have taken more effort. This one I just played Minecraft and said whatever words came to the front of my mind at the time. And I assume the words were true. I assume I meant them when I said them. Uh, but yeah, anyway, people, thank you for being good. Thank you for being you. And yeah, I will have more content soon. I'm not hanging them up, so to speak. I'm keeping this thing going because it is still a valuable outlet for me. And as long as it remains that way, I will continue to be dedicated to it. So yeah, that's how I feel. That's my place with these things in the here and now, and the hopefully long into the future. But we'll see. Anyway, people, thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.